Okay, so this is a commentary for Topcoder's SRM 602 Division 1. So the first problem we have here, I'll just read out the problem statement. We have Typocoder is a programming contest like Topcoder. Typocoder also has a rating system. There are two types of coders on Typocoder: brown coders and seal coders. A brown coder is a coder whose rating is greater than or equal to 2200. A seal coder is a coder whose rating is less than 2200. Cat Lower competes in Typocoder. He's currently a seal coder. Okay, his rating at the end of the current year is X. Next year there will be some contests. In each of those contests, Cat Lower can either try his best or lose on purpose. So for each I, the ith contest has weight DI. If Cat Lower tries his best in the ith contest, his rating will increase by DI. Okay. If he decides to lose on purpose instead, his rating will decrease by DI, but not below 0. Formally, his rating will decrease by minimum of DI and his rating before the contest. Okay. So Cat Lower loves being a seal coder for some reason. Okay. Therefore, he must never be a brown coder twice in a row. That is, whenever Cat Lower becomes a brown coder, he must be seal again after the next contest. So Typocoder awards Chameleon Coder of the Year to the coder whose color changed the most time during the year. Okay, so you're given a vector D and an integer X. So return the maximum number of color changes. He's currently, so his rating at the end of the current year is X. Okay, so his rating is X. The way he can move, increase his rating is by D, by the vector D. Okay. So what do I have here? I have a set of pairs of unsigned long, and an integer, and I call this states. So okay, so we start out, we insert into states, we insert the pair of X and 0. So I believe the 0, the number on this, the second number on the pair is which contest am I on? So I'm on the 0th contest, like the 0th contest. We haven't started yet, and my initial value is X. Okay, so I iterate through all the elements in D. So those are the number of contests. So I know this. So we have a temporary variable here, a temporary set that also has a pair of unsigned longs and integers. So I go through all of my states. Okay, so I think I'm brute forcing here. I'm just checking both things. So if I go above or below that rating. Okay, so for each state P, I check if my rating is 2200. So if it is 2200, I need to make sure I go down back to less than 2200. So that's what I'm doing. If I'm able to do that, I will insert it into this temporary variable. So that's a new state that we have, and we increment the number of contests we have gone through. Okay, so notice that if that's not the case, if I'm not able to get back to less than 2200, then I do not add any new states into my state queue. Okay, so then so if I'm less than 2200, then I can either stay there or go up to a brown coder, right? So we have some compilation errors. I need to see the code again. Well, but logically here, if I have a good day and I go forwards to be a brown coder, then I insert that state in. If I don't, then I stay on the same state, right? Actually, I'm missing the case where what? I'm missing the case where my ranking is incremented but not above 2200. Okay, but in this case we're looking at some compiler error issue. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, I compile here to be able to check the first error because I cannot see an vim coder. So line 50, error matching max int long. Why is this? I remember at that time I couldn't figure out why that problem. So, okay, so maybe that fixes it, the long thing. Maybe let's see. Save, make run. You can still have the same error. Because I think maybe the max is not defined for unsigned numbers, I believe. I need to see the code again. So what's p.first? P.first is an unsigned. Yeah, that's why the types don't match, I think, and that's why it's not working. So that actually took a while to debug for some reason, because I couldn't understand it. Or did I have an extra variable? No, that was not it. Yeah, like there does not exist a function call that of max that takes an int and a long. So yeah, that was the problem. I don't even know why I have unsigned long. The ratings are really small numbers, so why the heck did I have an unsigned long? Yeah, so just do that, convert unsigned long to long, so I don't have to worry about those max issues. see. Okay, I still have failures. Yeah, I don't think I'm even because I'm not calculating the maximum person correctly. I have to go through all the states right at the end and then calculate the max. But I'm also missing, like I said, I'm missing the case where my rating is when I add the rating points and I have less than 2200. I don't have that state added into my state queue. So this is a result of me not thinking through the problem first and just writing a bunch of code and attempting, like, making it try to work. It's a horrible idea. You need to make sure you understand the problem correctly before you start typing your code. Because now I'm just, okay, like, I don't even know what the values that I have. And this is a problem. Going through each step and see what my values are. Pretty pathetic, to be honest. And then I try to compile here to be able to see all the output. Because Vim Coder, it's like I don't know how to scroll up to see everything, to all the results of my test cases. So I usually just use this. If anyone knows how to check, like, scroll up once you do the make run, let me know. Yeah, I think the max logic is not correct here. I can't remember why it was not correct. I just sort of, okay, I have all the states at the end, so I might as well just calculate the max right at the end. That'll guarantee me the right solution. So here I realized, well, not quite yet, that I was missing that one case. It's taking me a while to figure it out. There we go. So I noticed that I'm missing the case where I add the rating but I'm below 2200. Right there. So I don't think this fixes all of the problems, because the max thing is not done properly yet. So that's the one thing I need to fix before submitting. That I needed to fix before submitting. Come on, I just keep running it and hoping that it works. When I look back, I remember in this match, it seems like Topcoder people, like participants, are really obsessed with using arrays to do dynamic programming. But dynamic programming here is, I use it via sets, and I just find it a lot more intuitive than doing dp bracket I bracket j bracket x. It's ridiculous. Like, a lot of people are, that's like the only thing they know how to do, and sometimes it's like really buggy. And here, well, you could say the same thing, that it's really buggy. I'm just trying to insert a bunch of statements everywhere to make it work, but this is like the first thing I came up with, and it made sense. Right, treat each case, have a queue of states, and just go through all of the states. And the way I'm doing the dynamic programming is that sets only allow unique elements in the set, so I will not have any duplicates in the set. And yeah, so right now I just decided to calculate the max right at the end, because I have all this final states in the set states, and it's really equivalent, and that worked. So at that point, I was pretty sure my answer was correct. And try for a couple cases here, and I think I was just